Hey everybody, so for this practice today, we are going to start standing. So let's go ahead and take a nice comfortable stance and maybe start to move back and forth on the feet a little bit just to kind of find that nice supportive center of gravity. Maybe you've been like sitting all day, maybe you've been stuck behind a desk or behind a steering wheel. And we just want to kind of ground ourselves. So just take a moment here, lifting up the toes, maybe swaying from side to side on each foot. When you find your balance here, really press into all four corners of the feet. Maybe just close the eyes for just a moment. Let's bring our hands to our body. And we'll start with 5 deep breaths before we start to move, just to prepare ourselves. So close the eyes here and start to inhale through the nostrils, expanding the body, softening the belly. And then exhale, let go, release. Allow gravity to do its thing. Last breath here, and let's find a collective deep sigh. Release the hands, bring them down to the sides here. Let's take a slightly wider stance, and we're just going to start to kind of sway from side to side, bringing your awareness to the hips. The side body, allow the arms to kind of float as you move. Stay connected to that breath. Soften the face here. Relax the shoulders. And start to make your way back to center here. Slowing it down and finding a stop right in the middle. We're going to inhale the arms up and overhead. And hold it here for just a few breaths. Exhale, settle back down. Inhale, rise up. Think about the spaces between the ribs, reaching up like you're grabbing for somebody's hands. And settle down, retract on the exhale. A few more like this. Inhale, reach. Lift the chest up. And exhale. Drawing the navel into the spine. Last breath here. Inhale, expand. And exhale, release. Bring the arms down, back to the sides, and then let's step to the front of the mat here. And make sure that your blocks are somewhere where you can reach them. And we're gonna start arms overhead, upward salute, reaching like we just did. And exhale, fold forward, really hinge at the hips, keep the spine nice and long, and then drop the hands down. And it's our first forward fold. So if you feel tight in the back, if you feel like you can't reach down as far as you would like to, that's okay, we have time here. Let's take a few breaths, maybe bend one knee and then the other, maybe rubbing your legs, noticing the strength, giving yourself some attention, some love. And on the next inhale, draw the spine nice and long, halfway lift, gaze comes down. And exhale, melt back down. Relax the neck and the head. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, upward salute. And exhale, hands at heart center. Let's try that another round, one more time. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, folding. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Nice and gentle, reaching up for the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. One last time here. Inhale, slide the palms up, reaching the fingertips up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. And inhale with heavy arms, allowing the upper body to be nice and heavy, hinging at the hips, bending into the knees a little bit, pressing into the heels and the thighs. Curl yourself, or peel yourself up rather. Head comes up last. Take a moment here. Hands at heart center, gaze is down, our eyes are closed. Coming back into that breath, bringing the awareness to the backs of the thighs, maybe the shoulders, wherever you're feeling a sensation here, no matter how gentle. And release the hands down to the side. From here, we're gonna come into a one-legged mountain. So again, bringing your awareness down to the soles of the feet, we're gonna start to shift the weight into the left foot. And we're gonna peel the right foot up. So you can start by coming to the ball of the right foot, or you can stay here. We're gonna lift the foot up and bring the knee in alignment with the hip. So finding the version that works for you today. We can stay here. We can even bring a block under the foot to kind of lift that support a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll take an inhale, we'll find the posture, bringing the hands out, palms forward. Start to lift that knee up and flex through the floating foot. So the foot that's lifted, flex the toes up, press the heels down. Gaze comes down to something that's not moving for stability. One more breath here. You got it, very good. Step the right foot down, shake out the left, and we'll get right into this on the other side. So inhale the arms up here, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Draw the shoulders back away from the face. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, hinging at the hips, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to release, and we'll start to shift the weight into the right foot this time, finding your variation of this one-legged mountain, whatever works for you today. And again, finding your drishti, something to focus on. It could be a smudge on the wall, a speck of dust on the ground, whatever is there for you. Draw stillness from that object. Press down through the big toe mound. If you come out, come back in. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Shake out the right leg. And we're gonna come back into this one-legged mountain, but we're gonna transition from here to a lunge. So taking your time and using your blocks if you would like to. Coming back to center, let's lift the arms up. Expand that belly. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, melt down. Slide the hands down the legs. Inhale, long spine, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center here. Inhale, start to shift the weight into that left foot. Kick standing or coming into a one-legged mountain here, lifting that right foot up. And on the inhale, we're gonna shift the leg back. So start to bend into the standing knee. Shift that right leg back. Hands come to heart center here. We're reaching for the mat with the ball of the right foot or with the toes, and then coming onto the ball of the right foot. Finding our lunge here, lifting the arms up, sitting into that front thigh. Again, keeping the eyes focused on your drishti for balance, for stability. One more breath here, big inhale. And exhale, let's bring the right hand to the left knee if you can. Thinking of magnetizing the thighs together, reaching the left arm back behind you. And then inhale, press into that front leg, reach back up here. Exhale, hands to the hips and let's step forward, shaking it out. And we'll find this on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, shifting all the way up here. And exhale, hands to heart center, bringing the weight into the right foot here and finding what works for you. So we'll kickstand or we'll lift that knee up. 2 more breaths here. And on the next inhale, let's start to shift back to find our lunge. Moving slow with control, reaching the toe back, coming onto the ball of the foot, pressing into the front foot, and the ball of the back foot, reaching up for your lunge, sitting into that front thigh. Back leg can be straight or knee can be bent. Next inhale, left hand to right knee or thigh. Right arm wraps back. And on the inhale, we'll come back into the lunge, lifting the arms up here. Exhale, hands to the waist, step front, step forward, shake it out. Inhale the arms up here, reach, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, shift down. Inhale, come into chair pose. Swoop the arms back and bend into the knees as you come forward, lifting the torso up, lifting the arms up. Sitting into the hips and the thighs here. Inhale, press all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. On the next inhale, we're gonna step back with the left foot for warrior 2. So take a big step back here. Knife edge of the foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Front knee is bent and arms come out to a T here. Again, finding your drishti, something that's not moving. Focus. Legs are strong. Inhale, extended side angle here. Front arm to front thigh. Back arm reaches up and over. And inhale, back to warrior 2. And we'll find this on the other side. So hands to the waist and let's shift to find our warrior 2 on the other side. Taking your time here, bringing the arms open. Back leg is nice and straight, bending into that front knee, pressing that knee out. And inhale, extended side angle. Reaching and really dropping the top of the right hip down, relaxing it down, getting into the stretch. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Hands come to the waist here. Let's shift the feet and step back towards the front of the mat here. So taking your time, kicking out the legs. Let's get right back into it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold, slide the hands down the legs. Inhale, chair pose. Swoop the arms back, take a seat. Lift the arms up. Next inhale, reach all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, hands at heart center. And release the hands. Let's find our warrior two once again. So left foot steps back here, and let's bring a block, one block close to that right foot. So just in case we need it later. So we'll step back with that left foot for warrior two. Finding the arms here, reaching, sitting into that front thigh, back leg is nice and strong, knee is lifted. Next, inhale, humble warrior. So flipping the palms up, back arm comes to back thigh, front arm reaches up and over, knee stays bent. And inhale back to warrior two. And from here, let's lengthen the front leg. So straighten that front leg, take the bend out of it. And we're gonna open the arms up here, kind of tilting the torso down over the extended leg here. Open the arms up. Really, really reach. Press down through that back heel, getting nice and grounded. Maybe the gaze comes down if you struggle with your balance here. Big inhale here. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Draw your arms in across the body. Inhale, open up. One more time, exhale. And inhale, open up. Very good. Bringing the arms back up, dropping the arms down, and we're gonna step in just a little bit with that back leg. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. And from here, we're gonna transition into half moon. So this is where the block comes handy. We're going to start by reaching the hand down either to the ground or to your prop. And we're gonna lift this back leg up, squeezing that thigh, flexing that foot, pressing into the ground or your block and that front leg. And see if we can shift the hip open here a little bit towards the side of the room and bring the arm up to the ceiling or to your hip. Squeeze, 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 and lift. One more breath. And exhale, release. Step down nice and gently. Come back into the position with the arms open here. And exhale, release everything, and let's find that on the other side. So you can step forward and then step back with the right leg, or we can just switch sides, yogi's choice. So inhale, arms up, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine here. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs. Fold here. Inhale, chair pose. Sitting down. Next inhale, press all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, we'll step back with the right foot this time, or opposite side. Finding the warrior two. Making sure your block is accessible. So stepping back for that warrior two. Couple breaths here. Relax the shoulders, reach the palms away from each other. Press that front knee out. And humble warrior here. Flip the palms up. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale back to warrior two. And then we're gonna lengthen that front leg and drop the arms down about 45 degrees. Reach, reach, reach. Inhaling here. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hug. And inhale, open up. Bring the arms back up. Keep that leg straight. And we're going to bring our hands to the waist. Step in a little bit and we'll find this posture on the other side. So taking your time, bringing the hand down to whatever prop you'd like or to the ground. You can start with the hand on the hip and start to lift that back leg up, flexing through the toes and maybe reaching the arm up here. One more breath here. Hand comes to the waist, step that back leg down and come back to the feet. Inhale here, open the arms wide. And exhale, release the hands, let them float back down to the sides. This would be a good time to grab a towel here, take a break, get some water. So tip pause and we'll be back here in just a moment. So let's come back to just our standing posture, finding our balance just like when we started. And we'll come into a couple more standing balancing postures. So let's start with eagle pose. A variation on eagle pose that's a little more friendly for a variety of different bodies. I like to use a block here, totally optional. But we'll start by balancing on the right leg. So bring your block, if you're going to use one, to the outside of the right leg here. And we'll start with the arms first. So open the arms up here. And we're going to stack the left arm on top of the right. And we'll reach for opposite shoulders here. So once you do that, we're going to kind of find chair pose in the knees. So bend the knees here a little bit. And again, shifting the balance into the right foot, kickstand that left foot. And so option to stay here or lifting that foot up and bringing it around the left. Whoops. Bringing it around the left. Having it stand on that block. Or you can wrap the foot around the shin or the ankle if that works. Keeping a slight bend in the knees. And once you've got it, sit back a little bit and kind of squeeze everything into the midline. So think of squeezing the knees and the elbows into the midline, keeping the spine nice and long. One more breath here, sit a little bit deeper if you can. And then inhale, release the arms, step the foot back to center, and shake out the legs. And we will find that on the other side. So bringing your block to the outside of the right foot this time. And again, finding your balance in that right foot. Start by kickstanding the left. So we'll do the legs first. I think I cued that backwards last time. So finding your balance here, bending that knee a little bit and lifting this leg and finding your prop. Taking your time, you can get a little dicey here. So once you have the legs, let's bring the arms open and we're gonna find the opposite arm on top this time. So if you come out of it, that's okay. Even the instructor struggles. This is a very difficult posture. So take your time and find your posture. Eyes come to your focal point. One more breath here. And then we'll release, lifting everything up, coming back to center, shaking out the legs. And giving ourselves a little smile. If you're anywhere near as wobbly as me, it's all in good fun. Our practice does not always have to be so serious. We can have fun with it. We can fall out of postures. It's all good. So shaking out the arms, shaking out the head, getting back to center, we're gonna come into tree pose. So again, we're gonna start on the right side. So taking your time here, we'll kickstand the left leg. And there's a couple variations for tree pose. You can bring the heel to ankle. Just make sure you have your knee kind of pointed out to the side. Sometimes if our hips are tight or we're scared about our balance or anxious, we'll keep the knee hugged in forward. But really bring it out. Hands come to heart center. And this is a tree pose here, pressing the elbows out. Another option is to bring the foot into the calf or the inner thigh, just avoid the knee joint. And once you have your foot lifted, if you choose that option, press the foot into the flesh and the flesh into the foot for balance. And if you come out, come back in. Find your balance, find your drishti. Relax the shoulders. Glass breath. And let go, release, shake it out, shake it out. It's a practice. Let's find this on the other side. So starting with hands at heart center and finding your tree pose here. And sometimes the tree pose varies from side to side, so you might take a different option here, and that's fine. Finding acceptance for where we're at today in our bodies. Stay connected to that breath. Open that knee up to the side. One more breath here. Standing tall. And exhale, release. Shake it out. Shake it out. Now from here, we're going to make our way down onto the ground. Finally, you've made it here. So yogi's choice how you want to get down. You can just come down however you want. You can walk out into a downward dog if you'd like, which I think I will take. And gently settle down onto the knees, and we're gonna find our way onto our back. So keeping the knees bent here, let's find some windshield wiper legs here. So dropping the knees over to one side here and really pressing that top knee down towards the ground, and you're gonna feel a little bit of a stretch on the quad here. Just kind of stretching out from some of those lunges and warriors that we did. They tend to tense you up in the quads. We'll inhale, rolling the feet back to center, knees come back up towards the ceiling, and drop them to the opposite side here. That feels really, really good. Let's try it one more time on each side, just for good measure. So inhaling to shift the knees to center and exhaling to drop them down. And shifting to the other side. Coming back to center, and we'll take a few moments here to end our practice in Savasana. So any posture that you like works here. You can certainly keep the knees bent if that feels good, or you can extend the legs nice and long, your choice here. Take just a few moments to find stillness, to slow the breath. Noticing the sensation, the movement, the dancing of all of the muscles and the blood and the cells kind of working now that we have challenged them a little bit. Just coming into the feeling of your body. And finding gratitude for your strength, for your balance, even if it lacks like mine does. Finding gratitude for your ability to try, for your efforts. Softening the face, relaxing the shoulder blades into the mat. Allowing the feet to fall open and the arms to take up the space that your body needs. Taking a moment here to begin to deepen the breath. Finding some movement in your fingers and your toes. Allowing the corners of your mouth to curl into a smile. Taking another moment here just to honor your body and your ability to be gracious for all that you show up for. This concludes our practice together today. I hope that you feel good in your body and free and full of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.